What's up, YouTube? It's Goonies here with, I don't know, wait, this is not a demo vid, so this is more of like, I'm basically working on my finale boards. There, that's what you call this one. So, like I said, everyone's been asking, they've been messaging me and PMing me, and then on Facebook too, when am I going to have my boards done? Well, you know, I know it's been a long time. I just haven't had time. I've been trying to get other stuff ready, you know, for the 4th. It's, you know, right around the corner, so... Anyways, though, I just wanted to show you guys I am working on my boards, and that's what this video is about, to show you guys from start to finish how I do my boards. So this is just some of the stuff I'll be using, like Massive Neon, really fast, colorful cake by Big, Proud American, huge giant breaks you guys can see there. I'm going to be using Lowrider as well. Again, these are just some of the cakes. I'm going to be going back and forth, getting more. Jailbait, 10 shots. Entourage, I believe, let's see, 3, 7, and 10 shots on that one. Of course, Chronic, and that is 12 shots. All these ones are basically big, giant, you know, single shot bursts, except for this one here. This one and Massive Neon, I'm going to do something together because those are both fast, colorful cakes, along with maybe Proud American with some big-ass breaks in the background. Anyways, it's just a quick, you know, little demonstration as far as what I'm going to be, you know, using. And a lot of you guys ask, why do I peel the covers off the top? Well, first of all, the reason why I pull it off the tops is to show you guys basically what the setup is like. So you have all these shooting straight up in the air. These are all going to go straight up. This here is more of an angle that you guys can see there. Again, straight up. And those are all straight up. Every cake is different, as you guys saw with some of the Ninja ones that I pulled the top off on. They all have, you know, different angled breaks. Some cakes, you know, don't. Some cakes are fanned really big. Some are not fanned as big. And also, too, I like to pull them off for two other reasons. One is because this paper here, like take for instance, look at, here you go. You got the paper here. It's just flimsy, cheap, you know, it's just regular paper. Now, when a fiber goes off, sometimes it'll shred the paper and it'll just go all over your yard or whatnot. And also, to me, it could be a hazard. It might shoot up with the, you know, report itself, and who knows, land on a roof, or land somewhere else, cause a fire. So that's one reason why I personally take it off. And the next reason is because sometimes when you look really closely at these tubes, you guys, they're not all perfect. Say, for instance, look at this one here, okay? See how it has, you know, it's not bad, it's not going to affect it, but sometimes it's bent so far in that when it fires, it might misfire, it might break really low. And when you have an audience and when you have kids running around, you don't want it to break low, because I mean, those reports, they land on you, they burn. I mean, they're hot as shit and they'll land on you, or again, a fire hazard as well. So that's another reason why I peel the tops off, because I want to make sure everything looks good before I go around shooting these off, because you never know, they come from China. Shit happens in the shipping industry, you guys. I mean, it could fall, a pallet could fall. You'll never ever know if shit got smashed or whatnot. So that's the reason why. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys also what I use as far as my boards go. Now this here, so basically this is a cheap, you know, regular plywood board. I picked this one up at Home Depot. It was in a 4x8 piece. It was $10, and then the guy cut it for me for free, and I got it cut in 2x2 boards. So I'm going to be doing just a couple different boards. This is just, you know, the beginning part. You guys will see through this video how I do my boards. Also, I picked up at Home Depot a gun. This glue gun, or basically the caulking gun, was only $1.99 at Home Depot. I know, right? And usually everything there is expensive as shit. So anyways, and then usually I use liquid nails, but the liquid nails, this guy told me Power Grip by Loctite is a lot better than liquid nails. So I'm going to give this a shot. We're going to try this out. And basically on the bottom of these cakes, I'm going to show you guys, and I'll demonstrate it as I'm going through it. But it has this paper. Sometimes I cut this paper off, sometimes I just leave it, because if you put too much glue, it'll make this paper soggy. And if this paper gets soggy, it's real flimsy, it might tear. Now with these big 500-gram cakes, you guys really don't have to, you know, worry about them shifting or turning over. Sometimes when it's a real big heavy hitter cake like Jailbait, Entourage, or Chronic, and they're not as heavy, well, that's pretty heavy. But like this one's really heavy, but some of them are not as heavy, but they still have big breaks. That's when you worry, because it might tip over from the break, you know, from the lift charge, you know, shooting off. Anyway, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll dab here, a little bit. I don't go all the way around, because that's just too much damn glue. And then I place it down here. I'll map out what I'm going to use. Like for instance, Proud American with Massive Neon I might do, or with Proud American with Lowrider, give or take. But so let's go ahead and get started placing these cakes, and I'll bring more in as I'm moving across these boards, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, what I'm going to do. And then of course I'm going to do the fusing at the end. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got a few things on the board now, on the first board that we're working on, and this is just basically like a board that's going to be, you know, because I'm going to light a couple things off individually in the beginning first, some of the cakes that I want to see by themselves, and then I'm going to do the actual finale. And this is going to be part of the finale. This is going to be like probably the beginning, actually mid towards the end. Towards the end, I want to do nothing but it's just big giant breaks, and then of course the racks at the end. But towards the beginning, I'm going to have some smaller things, some 200 grammers, things like that. What I want to show you guys real quick is what I meant by when you do the glue, just be careful when you're gluing it, because sometimes you could have this paper, and this paper gets soggy. And if you get this soggy when you put too much of the glue on, see, I already got these ones glued down. This one's glued down pretty sturdy. And again, this is what I'm using, you guys. You can see the glue is already starting to come out. The Loctite, the power grip. But when this gets wet, it gets soggy and it tears. So what I try to do, see, it rips off. It's just cheap paper. What I try to do is I try to take it off first, so that way I could just glue. And this is hard. This is like a particle board, kind of, sort of, almost. That way I can know it gets down to the board and it'll be sturdy, where it won't rip off. Let's say, for instance, like some of these cakes here still have that paper. Sometimes I leave them. Sometimes I take it off. It just varies. But I went back and I got a few more other goodies you guys could see here. So I'm going to be working on them. But let's just keep going. Actually, I'll show you guys how I'm going to do this one real quick. So let me get the camera like this, and I'll show you guys what I mean by dabbing it. So, alright. Let's see if I can actually catch it. Alright. So, it might be a little difficult. Okay. Because, I mean, you could also glue the bottom part too if you guys want. But I try to, like, dab it. Not too much, not too little. Well, you guys can see there. It's hard to do the phone and to hold the camera, should we say, and dab it. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, that's not going to come out the way I want it to. I mean, that way you guys could save your glue. You don't use too much. See, I want it underneath there. That way I could smash it down. Sorry, no, you guys couldn't see that. Oops. Squirt it out. Alright, so you guys have it all the way around. And then you could put some in the middle. It doesn't really matter. It's just basically preference. I mean, it's up to you guys. Just, you know, you don't got to go crazy and overdo it because you want to save your glue. That way you guys can have enough. Now let me loosen this because the glue keeps coming out. So now I got to, hold on, let me put it on the board. Let me loosen the back here. There we go. Now it's just not coming out. Alright, and then I'm going to place it down. So, one sec, you guys. I'm going to try to hold this and do this at the same time. Okay, so where's my fuse at? Fuse is over there, right? Okay, and that's where I want to write. I'm going to put it on the corner here. Right on the edge. Line this up over there. Okay, and then I'm going to press down, you guys. Okay, and hold it for, like, I don't know, this doesn't take too long. It's like 10, 15 seconds, maybe even 30. Okay. Let the glue start working. And there we go. It's in. So, let me move this over here now. Let me show you guys. Let me show you the front of this one that I'm going to have it work the way I want it set up on this one. This is one of the boards. Okay, I'm going to have it coming from whatever. I'm going to have fuse, basically. I'll have, I might have fast fuse on this just so I could get these two going at the same, you know, they're not too far apart. These ones last a little bit longer. These are 25 shots. You know, these are the 10 shots. These are the huge breaks in the air. If you guys know jailbait and chronic, you guys know what the hell I'm talking about. These are huge ass breaks in the air. And I have the fuses all lined up in the front. So what I'll do is I'll run a fuse here. It'll be coming from something else. Or I might actually use these bad boys right there. I might actually have that ready to go. Basically the one I won from Robert Weller's giveaway. Again, shout out to you, brother. Thank you very much. And these ones I got from, I believe it was pyroworks.us. I believe it was. Again, thank you to you guys for that drawing. But I'll have it connected here, and then maybe pull the trigger, and then it'll just run through here into this fuse, into this fuse. I'll show you guys later in this video, but you always want to run the fuse. Say, for instance, I have this fuse, I'm going to point it this way so it's running along so it catches and then goes in. Basically, that's what you want. Now this, I'll have it cut from here, go straight back here into that fuse, and then run along those two there, and then I'm going to have it connect to another cake or another board over there. Okay, so let's just keep going. So here is our second board that we're working on, and I decided for the second board to stick to 200 grammars and 350 grammars on this one. And when this is all said and done, at the end of this video, I'll go over every single cake on here. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, this is how I have it set up. And again, like I said, with the fuse, it's going to start through here, and it's going to work its way. So here's the fuse right here. And then let's go to this one here, which is the fuses right here. And then I'm going to have it cut back instead of going around. Save some fuse, cut right back. And then we have this fuse right here. And it's going to run through here to this one. And then to that one. See how I have them over here on this side? I have them facing this way because it's running this way. And when it's running that way, you want to face in the other direction. So that's why they're on this side now. Otherwise, I would have turned it. If they're coming the opposite direction, I would turn them that way. But you're not going to. You're going to turn them this way. So, and then, again, it's going to cut back through here. Actually, and I got to turn this one. See? I'm going to cut that. Okay? So I'm going to run it through there. Then to this one here. And then it's going to finish off over here. There's 9 cakes on this board, and they are all, like I said, 200 grammars to 250 grammars. Or I'm sorry, 350. I believe this is a 350. I'm not sure. They might just all be 200 grammars. Anyways, I'm going to get these glued on the board, and then, like I said, once I start getting more of my boards done, you know, because I still got, you know, and this is still, you know, I think I'm going to start saving the big ones like Entourage, Proud American, and some of the other ones I had, like, I think I had like Black Hole Sun, gosh, some of my other bigger ones, some Golden Bear ones that I had. But I'm going to do all those like towards the end of the finale where there's just huge giant breaks in the air because that's what I like. And then of course the racks. But there you guys go. This is board number 2. I'm going to get this glued down and then we'll start on another board. So here's board number 3. And on this board I'm going to have another 500 gram cake here, but I just want to show you guys. This is going to be more towards the end of the finale, before the mortars go off. And like I said, I want to do bigger bombs. So this one here is Visual Feast by Golden Bear Fireworks, 9 shots. You guys know Entourage, of course, by Big. I believe that one is, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10 shots there. Okay, and then we have Chopper back there, which is 12 shots, another badass 500 gram cake by World Class. And then right here, in this spot here, I'm gonna have Black Hole Sun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have that there. I just haven't got it yet. Like I said, I'm still finishing up. I have some more stuff over there. You guys can see some more goodies over there that I'm working with, and got some stuff here that I'm gonna be working with. Here's my it's 0.4 second fuse. So this is like really quick fuse, basically fast fuse. It burns, it's 0.4 seconds, so half a second a foot, so it's really fast. This here is your safety fuse. I just went out and tested it right now. I didn't take a video of it or anything, but I just went and tested it. And I cut about a good 4 or 5 inches and lit that on, and it took about a good 8 to 10 seconds. So I'm pretty sure this burns about 30 seconds a foot, maybe a little bit less. I'm not positive, but I could use this before. And then, of course, I have my, here we go, some of my igniters here. And I'm going to be putting an igniter on every single board that starts off. And like always, you guys, I'm going to have it run through here, through there, in the back. And so far, this one, I've done 2 boards already with all the glue and everything. This glue gun is still working, believe it or not. And this is the, like I said, I usually use liquid nails, but the guy at Home Depot said I should try Power Grab by Loctite. He says it should come out really good. And so far, they're holding really well. But, anyways, just wanted to show you guys so far the steps I'm taking, and I'll keep doing this as well. This vid is going to be strictly just like getting my boards, and then I'm going to do another vid where I'm going to fuse everything so you guys can see how to fuse, including my mortar rack. So stay tuned for that video as well. I know these videos are coming late, but I'm sorry. It's just I waited too long to do this. I had some other stuff I had to take care of. So, all right, let's keep going on, you guys. Okay, so I went and picked up my Black Hole Sun. So now I'm gonna have Black Hole Sun here, which is actually drying right now in the glue. Visual Feast, Chopper, and then there's my Entourage. Now what I decided to do is, because I was turning these over, like on the smaller cakes and the other ones I had over there, and I'd glue them, or I'd turn them sideways and glue them, and then put them down. But with these cakes, sometimes the clay is loose inside, you know, that kind of keeps them sturdy, and I was getting it spilled on over here and on the carpet, and yeah, I didn't want to deal with that mess, so I decided to put the cake down, outline it. This is the only thing available. My little son's Angry Birds pen. Anyways, so I decided to do the outline, and then basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys, is get my trusty glue, and like I said, this is another way of doing it. You guys could dab it or put it down. I mean, however you guys want to. Get a little bit more glue out of there. I think I'm running low. Should have already done 3 boards, so. I mean, you don't need this much glue. This is just preference, I guess. But, you know, when these things are rocking, these are big ass cakes, you know. So, anyways, okay, so now I'm going to clip it so the glue stop's coming out. Alright, I'll put this over there. And now I'm going to show you guys, basically. Let me see how I could hold this and do this without smearing it. Alright. Okay, now let me line up the edge over here. Okay. Corner, and then press. Alright, and then hopefully, okay, it's already sturdy down. I'm going to do those 2 more. Yeah, that one, and then I'll show you guys when this one's finished. And this will be board number 3. Like I said, we got 2 boards over there already done. I might do 1 or 2 more, just depending. I gotta look at room-wise what I have. And I'll show you guys that coming up. So here's finale board number 3. And you guys can see here I have Chopper in the back. Entourage there, back there. Black Hole Sun, like I said I was gonna get up here. And Visual Feast, and you guys can see, I know I told you I would do a separate video of wiring it, but I just wanted to get this one out of the way because this was probably the hardest one back there to try to wire those 2 together. That was a pain in the ass. So what I did is, because I kind of wanted these all to go off at the same time as far as finale goes, you guys can see here I have my my Talon clip there basically launched on. Let me see if I can get a close up of that. Okay, and what I did is I took 1 fuse, and I was going to usually just run it through here and then cut back, but this is just too hard to get through without moving too much stuff because these are already glued down. So what I did is I basically took another fuse, the same one, let me turn it over here so you guys can see, and I wrapped it, because some people like to run it along. I like to wrap it around so it gets a real good grip amongst the other fuse. And I taped it, of course. I might actually have to get some newer tape, because this is just regular masking tape. It's not really holding that well. It's kind of cheapy, so I know I might have to get the, basically like the U-Haul tape that they have there, the all-purpose one, because this is not really holding. Anyways, but what it's going to do is when it ignites with the igniter, the remote control, this bad boy right here, basically it's going to start here, it's going to split in 2, it's going to go one here, and an end. It's going to run back here, hit this one, then go over and hit that one over there. I know you guys can't really see that well. So that way these 4 all go off at the same time. Okay, so we've I started fusing my boards, and I said I'd do a separate video, but you know what, it's taking longer than I expected, and I need to get this done soon, so I went ahead and started fusing them. But anyways, here's one board. Actually, I'll start over here, okay? These are basically my 200 grammars. These are going to be in the middle of the finale after the first set of boards the first board goes off. And here I got Swarm, El Chupacabra, Willows. I named all these earlier, but anyways, I just want to show you guys. I was using that masking tape earlier, and that just was not holding for shit. And I know I shouldn't have used that in the first place. I usually use zip ties or whatnot. Anyways, I went to a local U-Haul and got the box packaging tape, 6 to 10 boxes. So, and this is what it looks like. Okay. Basically like that. And let me zoom in here so you guys can see. And what I did is I have the fast fuse, because on these boards I'm going to use fast fuse. I want it to be a quick and nice finale, basically like just throw as much color as I can out there. Okay, and then it goes through here, and I fused it through there, and it goes back this way. Sorry that the color keeps changing. It's light in here, and then it's dark, and anyways, so it goes through there. That's one board. Here's another board I was working at. I'm almost done with it. It's drying right now. And here's my black label, 25 shot. And this was called Favorite Color by Alien. I got this one from my boy Rudy D13, RD13. Thanks, homie. I appreciate it. So I'm looking forward to putting that one. This one's Caution Cool. I got this one from my homie Junior. So again, appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Shout out to you. And this one's Asteroid Hunter. It's about a 350 gram cake. And that one right here is what the hell is that? Yeah, I just can't remember. That's a surprise. We'll put it like that, you guys. Look at that. Nice big tubes right there. Anyway, so that's another board I'm working on. And here's more of my finale towards the end. Like I said, I'm going to have all big bombs in the end. Entourage, chopper. And this has all been fused, as you guys can see there. Let me zoom in. You guys get a better picture. Alright, it's been fused there. Fused there. Split the wire. See, it's going to have a lid here. Split too. It's going to follow it back into Entourage, and then it's going to run along into Chopper. Okay? And then here is another board. This one's called the Chronic. You guys can see how I have it taped down, basically, so it's nice and doesn't move too much. Into some 200 grammers. Back into some jailbait. Into some other 200 grammers back there. And then I have another one that's going to be connected to that. So far right now, you guys, we're looking at 4 boards. And on the next one, I'll go ahead and I'll actually show you guys, like when I do this one, I'll fuse it so you guys can see how I do it. That way you guys, if you don't know how to fuse, it's really very simple. I mean, it's just lining up the fuses together in the same direction that I'm running the fuse. So for instance, you want to have your fuse. So if I'm running it from here this way, you want to have your fuse pointing this way. Sorry, my hands are all ashy. It's because I've been, working on all this crap. Anyways, you want to have it running along the fuse. Same thing for this one. Running along. Okay, and then I run it back here, and I already have this fuse waiting. Okay? So, I still got these babies to go through over here. Some more of the bigger ones I'm going to throw those in. And the crazy part about it, you guys, I got all this done already, and I haven't even touched my finale cakes. I think I got like 5 finale cakes. So, 4 or 5 finale cakes, including Master Enemies, Rock You Baby, Night Warrior, and I don't know what the else I have. So, anyways, let's keep on moving on, you guys. Okay, I've taken a quick break from all of the racks over there. You can see my little cat sleeping over there and whatnot. Anyways, I've taken a break so far for now, and I wanted to start working on my actual racks. So I was just going through some of my shells, and I wanted to show you guys a different variety that I have. You guys can see here, and plus some ones that I don't have in here, well, for certain reasons. But you guys see I believe these are nunchucks from Window. I'm not positive. I actually was going to open this one up and see if it really is, because it just is light as shit. It's big. You guys can see compared to an XCal, it's longer, but weight-wise, XCal all day is heavier than this. So I kind of want to open that up. Maybe I'll do that on another video. I'll save one of these and open it up to see what really is in there. You guys can see I have a couple of them. There's the yellow one there. Anyways, I have a variety. Like I said, you guys, I got these are tiger tails. I don't know what the hell that is. Different. I had some smoke and mirrors earlier. I put in this rack here. You guys can see I already fused this one. This one's ready to go. This is my homemade rack with HDPE piping, XCal tubes, 20 shots there. And then here's my mortar rack from M&M Fireworks. You guys can check them out. So I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at right now. I'm just going to go through some HD shells, some X-Cals. I have some exterminators in there. And like I said, I'm just going to go through. Actually, let me just, you guys can see the variety that I have. Alright. And I have tons of stuff, you guys. Cheap ball shells, which I won't be using those. Anyways. Plus the ones I already launched. Oh, here. See, here's the exterminator. You guys can see that there. But anyways, I'm going to get this one ready to go. And then I'll continue back on my racks so you guys can see. Okay, so here we are as far as the mortar racks go. I have 2 of them here, and then I'll have another probably 40 or so for my buddy at the shoot site. So on the finale, I'm going to start it off slow. You guys can see here. Granted, this is half a second a foot fuse. It's still going to go fast, but I'm going to have it go from one end, start circle around. You guys can see it's all the way back there. Circle around and come back on this side. And then it's going to connect to this one, which I fuse down the middle. All I have it is down the middle. So I'm not going to run it around. This is going to be way faster than this one. Everything is connected to just the middle one. You guys can see there. And these are some of the leftover shells that I have. I have tons more. You wouldn't believe how many more I have. So, but I just wanted to show you guys that as I'm moving along. I'm going to start on board number, I think it's number 4 now. No, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Board number 5. I'm going to start on that right now and get that going. So, okay, fellas. So this is where I'm at now. I'm pretty much done with my boards. I did a total of 5 boards, not including what I'm going to show you guys right after this. But let's start right over here. This is one of the boards here. Got black label, favorite color, caution cool. That back there is Asteroid Hunter. I got a 100 shot Saturn missile there. And then a, what is that? 4.8, 12 shot of, God, I can't remember. Anyways, let's move along here. This is more towards the end of the finale right here, you guys. Visual Feast, Black Hole Sun, Entourage Chopper. I know I showed you guys this already. And you guys can see I told you I'd do a separate video of fusing. But I'm just running so far behind you guys. I'm trying to get this video out right before 4th of July. That way you guys could have this to look at. Yeah, so what I did is I had some masking tape. Masking tape turned out to be really crappy, so I ended up getting this other tape. And the U-Haul tape, basically, the packaging tape. And I'm already done with all fusing. You guys can see up here. I already fused it there. Ran along. And when I told you guys about lining up your fuses, because a lot of people still ask me, well, how do you fuse properly? And I have another video where I did show how to fuse properly, but you always want to run the fuse. So say I light it here. You know, I start the match here, right here, and it starts going. I know I made that little sound effect. What the fuck? Anyways, it starts here, it starts going, starts running along. So my fuse is going to point this way, so it catches onto it and then shoves into the firework and takes off. Same thing in here. You guys can see the green fuse right there. Okay, and it starts up here. I ran it just along this. And what I do is I take a brown piece of tape, line it up flat like this, like on the bottom part, and basically put both fuses together. And I want to make sure they're like touching, literally like touching, to where when I tape them around them, when the fire goes through, it's so hot it catches the fuse. And then I run it into the back. And let me see. Okay, and actually, which way is it going here? I'm sorry, it goes here first. It goes here. I know the lighting's not that great, but it goes here. Then it's going to go into that fuse there. And then it's going to finish off here. And then I have it out here to connect to another board. Okay? So anyways, that's what it is. Let me move on to my 3rd board. Sorry, you guys. This one has Chronic, Mysterious Thunder. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll tell you this. It goes up, makes a white flash, and a loud-ass bang. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. You guys will see it in my finale video. Fire Eagle, Jailbait, a nice heavy hitter. And then I got Fire Eagle back there and Evil Powder. Again, those are no-name brands. That's all I can tell you guys, basically, just like this one here. So this one here is another board. This is a 200-gram cake board. This is going to be in the middle of the finale going off. And again, you guys, I'm not going to... I was thinking try to do like a 3-4 minute show, you know. And granted, with every single thing I'm lighting individually, it will probably last all night. But the actual finale, I have to make it basically like in a minute and a half. So you figure this fuse that I'm using here is a half-second fuse. So it burns a foot per half second. It's 0.4 seconds actually. So it'll burn through here, give or take, in like 2 or 3 seconds. So while these are going off, give or take, your average cakes last anywhere from 15 to 25 to 30 seconds. So while all these are going off, I kind of want to have this one already start going because I have to time it out. I got 5 boards here, including what I'm going to show you guys next. So anyways, Swarm, a no-name brand cake. El Chupacabra, which is by Liberty Bell. Willows by Pyro Predator. Mean Machine, World Class. Wipeout, a no-name brand, 25-shot cake. Midlife Crisis, no-name brand. Actually, this is Maximum Load. These two are Maximum Loads. Back there, Strobing Thunder, 25 shots. 225 shots Blazing, Blazing Away, Liberty Bell. Juiced Up, 25 shots by Pyro Predator. And here's my board number 5. I'm not finished with it, but I just wanted to show you guys. Super Spin by World Class. Lightning Bugs by Kingbird. And again, I've already started the fusing. Got it fused. Taped it to the wall so it won't go anywhere. Not so much fuse I got left. Somebody was asking me, hey, send me some fuse. And honestly, I would have. I just ran out, though. I mean, this is all I have left to finish all my other stuff that I have to finish. And back there is the Art of War. You guys have seen the demo video on that. That is a badass. Let me scoot it back so you guys can actually get a better look. I haven't glued that one down. These ones are glued down already. Same for this one. That's a badass cake. So, anyways, I still have these to go through. I kind of want to put Proud American because it has that big-ass umph brakes with Massive Neon and Lowrider. These two are kind of like the same. Massive Neon has a tiny bit more brakes, but it's got less. That's got 60, and this has got 30. But these two together with that would just look sick. And then I got these here, Blaze of Glory and Endangered Species. I haven't decided what I want to do with these yet. And then, of course, my racks. I showed you guys my racks earlier. So now I'm going to show you guys. This is pretty much my finale, all right here. All this is my finale. And I'm going to show you guys one more thing, actually a few more things that are going to be in the center of this finale going off while all this is going off. So let's go take a look at it real quick. Alright, so here's the last addition to my finale boards and my whole setup for 4th of July, you guys. And it's going to be these finale cakes that are going to be going off at the same time those boards are. Got down here Master of Our Enemies. You guys can see it's a big ass giant cake. That's 100 and something, 70 something shots. We got Night Warrior, 50 shots. Rock You Baby, 49 shots. MOB, 59 shots. And this one up here I might just do individually, along with the other stuff I have under here, and then I already have some other stuff put away. But these are going to be my 4 finale cakes going off with my finale, you guys. So that's pretty much it. I know it was a long video. I apologize, you guys, and it's July 3rd right now. It took longer than I expected to do this video. So I hope you guys have a safe 4th of July. I really, really do. Be safe out there, you guys. Don't do anything stupid. You guys got to remember there's kids everywhere. Give them some sparklers or whatnot. But just, like I said, be safe. Don't be stupid out there to where, you're holding shit in your hand. I've seen too many videos of fireworks gone bad and whatnot. So, anyways, a big shout out to all my subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough. I don't know how the hell I did it, but I'm at like 1,600 subscribers and counting. Over 230,000 views, which is insane, you guys. Thank you so much for the love. Big shout out to Blackjack Fireworks for letting me do some of those demos. Those demos are badass. I look forward to doing more. And again, you guys, a big thank you to you guys. And don't worry, I know when I hit that 1,000 subscribers, you're like, I told you I'm going to have a big giveaway. I haven't forgot that shit. I'm going to do that and probably another one as well, because I would have never thought I got over 600 subscribers in less than a month. That's freaking insane. So I owe it all to you guys. So again, thank you guys. Have a happy and safe 4th of July. I'll be looking for you guys' videos. And right now, I know I haven't responded to your guys' comments like in a day or so, or even 2 days. I'm just trying to get all this shit done, you guys. You guys know me. I'm not like every person out there. I respond to all of my comments. I really do, and because I appreciate the love. So I make sure I respond back to every single one of you guys. You guys are like, hey, Goonies, check this video out, or what do you think of my thing? I'm like, cool, let me, I have time, let me do it, because I appreciate you guys, checking out my channel. So I'd be expecting the videos from you guys, and be expecting my finale video as well, or just my whole 4th of July 2013. So, like always, comment, rate, like, subscribe. all that good shit. You guys can even hit me up on Facebook. You know, a lot of people hit me up on Facebook. And stay tuned, you guys, and have a good one. Good safe. One last thing real quick before you guys go. I wanted to show you guys what I'll be using to light all my goodies tonight. Not tonight, but tomorrow night. One of them here is the firing system that I got, 6Q from Quantum Fire, that I won from Robert Waller's channel. Big shout out to you, brother. Thank you very much. I have the Talon clips around here somewhere. This is one of my little mini torches. You guys see there? I got this from my buddy Rudy D13RD. Thanks, homie. I appreciate it. I got this one. And then I want to show you guys this one here. Look at the size difference. You guys can see that. See that one? And it has adjustable setting basically, so I can put it all the way up for, then you go farther. Anyways, this one too, my homie Rudy gave me. I appreciate it, bro. These are going to be my goodies I'll be lighting off. Seriously, guys, look at the size on that thing. The thing's a monster. But these are going to be my goodies I'll be using for the 4th of July. So again, you guys, stay safe. Be careful out there. Have a good time. Just don't have a dumb time, you guys. All right. Goonies out.